What is up, everyone? It's Desire here signing in. Hope you're all doing well. Yankees beat the Texas Rangers 4-3, and it's a big win. Toronto Blue Jays lost today to the Tampa Bay Rays down in St. Petersburg. I believe it's 11 games left. So these, going to be very crucial games, down the stretch here. Yankees fighting for a playoff spot. So are the Toronto Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox, who hold the first wild card spot. Toronto has a second one, and the Yankees are right there. And of course, breathing down the Yankees' necks is the Oakland A's. So there's no margin for error here. The manager has to, manage with a lot more urgency. For example, like tonight, and the schedule here and the calendar should tell you that's how you should manage. Because here we are in the middle of a playoff race. So, we've spoken about this and we've seen this all year. All the pain and aggravation. This team is very, very flawed, and it's continued to show. Those That 13 game winning streak has all of a sudden just disappeared. It's like it never happened because this team went back to its old ways. And as my boy there, Pete Simone, likes to say, they are just a complete tease, and I agree. So, yeah, this team, it really does not give you any reason to think why they will be get into the playoffs. All of a sudden, they're going to start be very competitive against other teams. They could barely beat the Texas Rangers. Bad enough, the Cleveland Indians took 2 out of 3, and of course, you already know the Baltimore Orioles, who we have a hard time beating, and the Yankees don't make the playoffs. You could say the Baltimore Orioles is the reason why, because we weren't able to beat a pathetic team like that who has over 90 losses. Utterly pathetic, embarrassing, whatever it is. Okay, that just cannot happen. Okay, other teams, like for example, the Rays, like they're 18-1 against the Baltimore Orioles. That's how you get fat. That's how you build up in the standings. And of course, the Yankees, you think, you know what? This is the time for us to get well. We got to pound Baltimore. No, actually, no. It's the other way around. Other teams see us and they feel like, oh, it's the Yankees. You know what? So we're going to get well here. So just like the Cleveland Indians did as well. So from here on, the Yankees, what they got to do? Win games. Win as many games as you can. I can't even tell you anymore, like, we need to win this amount of games because, you know what? It's just this team doesn't give you a reason to believe why they will. So we shall see. Again, as a Yankee fan, I hope they do. That's what we're hoping for. So not the season we envisioned at all. The additions of Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo have been, pretty good. But again, here we go. This team falls into that, when they like no identity. You don't know what they are. Very inconsistent. Their only consistency is being inconsistent. So it's frustrating. Frustrating as a fan. Hard to watch. You name it. So there's so many things. But I want to speak of Garrett Cole the other day. What a bad job by Garrett Cole. Definitely a bad time for him to actually have his worst outing as a New York Yankee, especially this time of year. In the place that we are in the standings, definitely bad job out of him. All around. You guys know, I think the world of Garrett Cole, but he really laid a huge egg the other day as a game where he's supposed to be the stopper. Stop the losing here. Okay, guys, I win today. We'll win tomorrow and build from there. But no, it obviously did not work out that way. He got hit hard. It's like Garrett. We gotta do better than that down the around this time of year here down the stretch, and he's probably not going to win the Cy Young Award after that outing. Robbie Ray will most likely win that. I mean, he didn't have a good outing today either, but definitely not as bad as Cole. So yes, and even if Cole doesn't win, we just need wins here, okay? At least give us a chance to win. And I know if Cole would have given up 2 runs, Yankees probably would have lost 2-1 because the offense only shows up when it wants to. Friday night, uh, 8 runs, you think, okay, here we go. It was built off of this. No, they pretty much got outscored the next 2 games, 22-4. So that tells you right there. A lot of guys we spoke when I was on with the guys from NYY News, we spoke about Gleyber Torres, Jordan Montgomery, nasty Nestor Cortez. Who would have thought Nestor Cortez would have been, big playing a big part here in this Yankee team in this rotation. But here we are. That's just how baseball is, and it's definitely fun to watch him pitch. He pitched tonight. Gave up a couple of runs, and yeah, I mean, listen, you can't. I don't expect him to be putting up zeros every outing, but at least he gave us a chance to win. The offense scored just enough, so and you move on, get the win, and you run with it. That's all you can do. You know, I hate giving a prediction here what the Yankee record's gonna be from here on. So I just can't because it's just so inconsistent. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. They won today. Tomorrow they get blown out. So let's hope not. Keep our fingers crossed. And just yeah, we will see what happens. One thing I wanted to mention. DJ LeMahieu has been very, very average this year. Okay, he's also one of the disappointing assets this year, along with Gleyber Torres and and other guys. Gio Urshela too has not been good this year. Okay, Gary Sanchez lately he's been the Gary Sanchez of old, and not for good reasons. The pass balls, okay, and all that, costing you games. That horrible tag against the New York Mets, and they made him against Jonathan Villar coming home. Villar should have been out by like 30 feet, and Gary Sanchez made sure that no, here, let me not tag him the way I should, and he'll just get right under and he'll be safe, and that's what happened. I'm still chapped by that series, by the way, especially that Sunday night game. And so yeah, Gary Sanchez at this point, you know what? Pull guys out, bench him. Sorry, you don't deserve to play until you prove me otherwise. Okay, Gleyber Torres too. I'm sorry, Gleyber, but you know what? Making errors, jogging out of the box. It's all totally unacceptable here. Okay, it's gonna be a very interesting offseason, which I'll save that for another time. You know, hopefully it depends if our season ends when it's supposed to end, or do we get an extension out of it? So definitely a lot of interesting topics, and like I was saying, DJ LeMahieu, he's been disappointing too. Uh, Listen, that's not the guy the Yankees thought they were re-signing. Okay, he's been very average this year. All right, those who were calling and screaming, kicking for, just give the guy what he wants already. Give him a blank check. Well, here we are. Yankees didn't even give him close to what some of you were trying to get. Were suggesting the Yankees should give him. And here we are. Look, listen. I hope I'm confident he will bounce back, but definitely that contract has not panned out this year. Okay, and it's definitely a recipe for disaster going forward. Let's hope not. So, all right, guys. I don't know if you saw me the other night. I was with the guys from NYY News. Make sure you check them out. I'll leave that link below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll talk to you real soon. It's the boy Lazar here signing off. The evil empire lives.